Hi, welcome to my new video for beginners. Today we are going to learn how to draw a simple road in one-point perspective. Well, here we go. Thank you for watching. See you later.